Coming from technology and telco background, we kind of collaborate with a lot of different partners on a lot of different technology. Some are what I call high tech, some are deep tech, as you call it. But basically, we're looking for technology that's going to have high impact and to our customers today, right? In terms of the use case and things like that. And that varies across, cloud, IoT, AI coming forward, lots of different technology. But in terms of the term deep tech, this is something that's still new for us, I guess, in terms of understanding. We're doing it today, actually. As you can see, my portfolio also includes data analytics and AI. So this year, we've been very busy working with our partners in generative AI, as well as kind of the conversational AI use cases, using also voice AI, so different kind of use cases to take it to the market, specifically around improving the customer experience. People who are interacting with the companies, who have a lot of challenges calling the customer service and things like that. So we're trying to improve the customer service, trying to find different ways to interact in terms of different channels, different ways of communicating. So we're trying to change the whole journey of customer interaction and conversation. And we are in the process of launching new products out there. I think the foundation is still cloud, because the infrastructure has to be digitized. It has to be there. So without the infrastructure, the network and cloud infrastructure, it's very hard to do anything on top of that. So we focus on that. On top of that is really the data management, right? So once you have the data and application in cloud, it's about how do we manage it, how do we use that insight to help our customers. So we're moving more and more higher into the value chain in terms of data insight, customer insight. Particularly an example is like smart farming. We recently rolled out smart poultry, smart farming solution, where we are gathering a lot of this data, this kind of manual data collection into cloud. We're automating it, and we are using analytic and AI capability to give insights in terms of the supply of chicken and food security and things like that. So we are starting to move towards there. Obviously, there's lots of different use cases and industry we can get into, but we started on the journey already. Right now, it's more about coverage discussion, about how do we have more reach and more coverage in remote areas. But I think that conversation will quickly go into from coverage to what else can we do in terms of the reach. It could be applications, it could be different kind of digital services. For example, remote agent banking is very important. How do we have the space tech to reach these people? And then you have this kind of the application that serve customers in terms of basic banking services, and potentially other kind of service on top. So we are heading there towards that. So I think definitely we are open for discussion, but it's still very early days, I think. There's numerous things you have to consider. I think foremost, you have to understand your customers and understand how the technology can help them. Whether it's a deep tech or other type of form, how does technology help them? And then we have to work out underlying technology. What is the underlying technology? Who is going to provide the capability? Is it us? Or is it going to be, it's a strategic capability that you have to develop as a CIO? Or is the partners going to do that? And how do you take it to market? So there's a lot of kind of thinking of what technology can help, what capability do I need to build versus partners' capability, and how do I take it to the market as quick as possible, right? So those are the kind of things that I would advise the other CIOs who are thinking about deep tech.